welcome back to my channel. It's Angela here today, and today is the day we're going to talk about the mystery project, and I'm bringing you into the fold. So welcome to all of you if you first time to my channel. Lovely to have you here. And if you are one of my lovely supportive and encouraging ongoing supporters, big hugs to all of you as well. All right, it's lovely to have you all with me as always. Especially want to give out send out a special hello to all my members of the Facebook group. You guys have been just amazing, and I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to know all of you and seeing all your makes. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing, as I said, and as you can see, I am putting together a little journal that's got a couple of bits to it. So we've got manila folder, we've got big envelopes, smaller envelopes, lots of smaller envelopes, but I'm going to talk you through it. I hope to see if we can get to do this layout here that I've got on the front. This is something I've just mocked up to really, well, it's part of one of the pages, but I'm going to sort of talk you through what it is that I'm doing with this mystery. So it's a memory journal, a journal that I want to store my memories of family, whether historic or more recent. So that might be the family you have right now. It might be if you want to talk about your mum, dad, siblings, or, you know, further back in the ancestral tree. So it's just a memory journal that we're making today. It does have lots of envelopes, and I've also put together some other bits that I'm using in here as well. So for example, I have a big love for vintage or antique cabinet cards, and those two actually go together. I love the backs of them, and I love the sort of portraiture that they used to have back then. So I do have a beautiful kit which has all the cabinet cards, which are not my own family, but I did buy these over a period of time. I was looking for specific backings, colors, and sort of photographs. So I do, and I'll share that with you in a moment. So you could do this with vintage ones, or you can do it with more modern and make an eclectic collection. It's all up to you. There are so many flips, flaps, flops and places here that you're going to be able to store all the wonderful memories and all the wonderful details that you have about your family. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Here's another one. Look at this beautiful lady. Hopefully you can see. I do love the elegance of the period, and I mean vintage and antique things just talk to me, as they do to most of you as well. So I do love showing the back of the cards as well, and I will end up backing this onto tea stain paper or something like that, probably my lace paper, because it was a very lacy time, the Edwardian era. So I'm going to put that in there. Now you'll know that I talked about the monotone pages. You can see now how it's going to work with these beautiful colors that we have in the kit. Now guys, you can use any kits that you like, all right? So please don't feel obliged to have what I'm doing. That's not the point of this. This is about putting together a special memory journal and hopefully a family keepsake. So that's what we're going to do today, and I've just put together things here. I hope to get to this, as I said. Right, I'm going to talk you through how I put this base together. So let's have a look at that quickly, and then I'll show you how all the pieces that you've been making are going to fit together on this base. And if we have time today, hopefully I can show you how I put this bit together as well. All right, so I'm going to move that to the side there quickly. What you need to grab hold of is the following. So this is what you need. The very base and the for the cover itself is I've used a file folder. Now if you don't have a file folder, be on the lookout for things that you do have, guys. This is about recycling or repurposing. I like that word better. Go and look for your cereal box. We're going to cover it. You're just wanting some kind of card that's going to be supportive enough to make a cover. So cereal box or manila folder or any other sheet of card that you have. All right, so that's the first thing. I am using this fabric here, which I actually got off Etsy. I'll tell you the details for it. It just went perfectly because it looks a bit vintagey. Well, it is vintage. It's vintage Laura Ashley, but it looks a bit yellowed. It's cream. And this is called Cyclamen, and it's Plum Cyclamen by Laura Ashley is the fabric here. All right, so I'm going to use that as my cover. We're going to put that onto a card base. As I said, I'll give you the measurements for that in a bit. And then the other thing you need are a couple of envelopes, as if I haven't asked you to collect enough of those. Right, so I've got a larger one here. Now, I know that not everybody has the same sizes, but guys, again, mock up what you have. If you have 2 smaller envelopes, put a piece of paper in the middle and join them at the spine. You know, any reinforcement in this at the spine is always good. We're going to cover it. You're not going to see. This particular one I've got is what we call an A4 envelope here in the UK. It is 12 3/4 inches in length and 9 inches in width. In centimeters, that's about 32 centimeters in length and 23 centimeters across. All right, so you need one of those. And then I have got 3 what we call A5 or C5 envelopes here. These measurements are, again, 9 inches across by 6.5 inches, 6.5 inches wide. That's 23 centimeters across and 16.2 centimeters in width. So you want 3 of these. Okay, and again, you might have bigger ones. Trim them down. And you can use mailers as well. It doesn't matter if there are windows in them or not. You can use a piece of paper and stick that just inside. So let me grab a mailer here. I think I've got one. If this paper doesn't all land on the floor. So say, for example, you've got a couple of these and it's slit at the top. If you cut a strip of paper to emulate this flap here, and stick that piece of paper, say 2 inches wide, inside there, and then you have made yourself a flap. You can use mailers as well. All right, so I don't want you to go and buy stuff. I really don't. All right, so we need 3 of those. And I'm going to show you quickly how I just put this base together, which is not hard. All right, so the first envelope, I'm opening the flaps like this. And I'm going to slide that flap into the next one. So we've got flaps facing each other like this. And we just want to slide that into the base like this. And we want to just join that up like that. Okay, so before I do anything there, I just want to attach this. So mine's got a little flap here, a glue strip. I'm going to just use my Boohoo stick like this. You can use any glue you like. I just want to run some of that down here because it, you know, just to get it, the glue strips towards the top there. So let's just see that that's all right. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. All right, so we've got those 2 together, and then we're going to then just put in the third one. We're just going to slide it in there like this. Like this. Okay, now, before I do that, I'm going to glue it on the underside. The underside of the flap, not the glue strip side. Sometimes glue strips are annoying and don't really help. Right, before I press it down, I want to just line it up with the one here so it matches, and I know I've got it nice and straight. There we go. Leave these flaps open because you never know when I want to tuck something in there. That's why I didn't stick it down on that side. Okay, so you've got those 3 together now. Right, so we've got these 3 together now. I'm just making sure I've got them lined up nicely. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and fold that nice and firmly like that. Okay. Right, so you've got your little envelope booklet here like that, your 3 envelopes. Then we're going to just take our bigger envelope, and that will then just go into the middle like that. All right, don't worry that something's a bit longer or whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then we'll just go like that. Okay, so you've got your little base there. How easy was that? All right, you've got that done now. Okay, so now what I've done is I've got my file folder here, and I'll give you some measurements for that as well. I have put in a spine here of about 2 centimeters, which is about 3/4 of an inch, I think. Yeah, there or thereabouts, just over. And then I have so the whole thing, let's do that, the whole thing, 36.5, there or thereabouts, okay, in centimeters. I have then folded it at the and in inches, that is 6 3/4 inches. All right, so that's what I've done there on each side. So this should be the same, yes. Okay, so that's 6 3/4, and this is 17.4 centimeters, like that. Then of course you've got your 2 centimeter spine, or 3/4 of an inch, there or thereabouts. Sorry, so that's what you have. This way, 9 6/8 is this way, okay, or in centimeters, that is 24.5 centimeters. Okay, so that's what we're looking at there. Right, I hope you can see that. Okay, so that's our base. We're then going to put our next section. You can see you've got a bit, if you put that in the middle, which is one of the folds on the, you've got enough here and enough on that side, and a little bit around the edges as well. All right, so it's a little bit bigger than an A5 piece that you would normally use. Okay, so this is going to be the base for what we are going to use. And now I'm going to show you with a lot of clips, because that's how I keep it all together, how we are going to put this all together. Now I sew everything at the very end. That makes it easier for me to work with all of this stuff, but I do like to keep it together so I have an overall feel. That's just how I roll, but everybody's different. Okay, so the other bit that I have taken is a little bit of card. This is not as thick as file folder, but if you've got a piece, do so. This is slightly shorter than the actual envelope. You could make it longer. I'm making it shorter. This is 21 centimeters that way, and then in inches we have 8 1/4. Okay, and this way we have yeah, we have 6 3/4 or 17.5 centimeters. Okay, this is then going to go just on the inside of this envelope here. So I have folded it in half. Okay, I have notched the one side out. That was just there. I might not use that. I might. We'll see. Okay, probably will, but there we go. I had it this way, I think. Right, makes no difference really. So that's going to go in the middle, and then that's going to go in the middle over that. Okay, and we'll centralize that when we get to that. So that's that. So there's the base of our project now. Right, now just to help you with what goes what, this project that we did with the paper bag, that one is going to end up going here, So you can, I'm just clipping these on the side here. I'm taking my clips and I'm just putting them in place, so you can do that too. Right, so that's the first one. Then on this side over here, I am going to put this one, the one where we have the little bit that winds down like this. Okay, so it's that one. So let's just put that over here. We'll end up attaching it here, but with backing papers, obviously. So, oh, oops. So you can clip that to this side over here like that. All right, open that up like that. This will be attached over here, and that's the pages that I showed you at the start. That's going to end up going over here. All right, so you can flip over that page. Yeah, so leave that open. I'll tell you what else you need to put in there. If you go to the very next page, we will be putting this project in there. So this was this one like that. You remember we did that on a square envelope, so that one is going to end up going in that flap there. All right, and we'll line that up properly there. So that's where that one's going to go, so you can clip that one on there. All right, so let's just clip that on the side. A couple of those. That's why I love these as well. They just help me plan everything. On the side here, we're going to put this project that we made. So this one, that's going to go on this side over here. So I just want to take my little clips and I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so turn that over then. Oh, this is just a piece of ephemera I had to tuck over there, just to remind me that it's a pocket, so that's why I put that there. Then we're going to turn that over again. Oh, so we've got this one now. This is the one with a flap like that, and the one that opens up like a, we did this as like an exciting envelope. That one's going to go over here. So I feel like I've missed something. Oh, I have. I've joined these two together. I'm thinking, why? Why have I missed an envelope? Sorry. There we go. So that's going to go over here. I've just tucked that flap over there. That just reminds me before I put the backing paper on, that I need to ensure that I do actually cover that flap. All right, so I've got that there. And then on this side here, I've got a long envelope, which is, I think this is 9 by 4.5. Let's see. Yeah, it's 8 3/4 by 4 and yeah, 3/8. All right, so that's going to go here. So something along the lines that'll fit in there. I'm going to slide that into this tuck here. You can see why I didn't stick them down now. Because we'll be using quite a few of those, so it's tricky because I've got these glue flaps here, but we'll get it in eventually. There we go. All right, so we've got that there, and then on the other side here, I've got one of these that I've cut short. All right, so I've taken a piece off. So this is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So you're looking at 16 by 11. All right, and that one's going to end up going over that one there. Okay, so let's put that on there. Okay, and then if we turn this over like that, I then have another plain envelope. Which I am going to, this one needs to come off first. This flap needs to go on first because we'll cover that section. So that goes on there, and then this goes over that. And that's important to do when you get, before you cover anything. And that's why I do it like this first, so I can see which flap needs to go where. Right, so that's, we've got there, and that's going to go up, and then the other side of that card will match up with this bit here, like that. And I think I'm going to just try and grip that bit just to keep it in place as well. Alright, so we've got that bit there, we've got this that'll end up flapping there, and then we've got the back, that's going to be a tuck spot there. We've got the flap there. We're going to turn that over, and then at the very back, last two bits I have on the back here are, I'm going to make a belly band. So I've just taken a mailer and cut it in half. So this mailer is 2.5 inches or 6.5 centimeters, and as long as you can to the length of your page. So that I'm just going to put in place there. And then the very last piece at the back here is this little one that we made. Okay, that will go at the back here somehow. So just going to put this clip here. All right, so there you have the whole thing of how it's all going to go together like that. So there, so far we have it like this. Now that's not the end, guys. What I will be doing is, when it comes to, in two different places, so this one we're going to decorate, so possibly in here, I think it is, and in here I'm going to put a bit of a signature. All right, we're going to have not big signatures, but we're going to have places to make notes so that you can make all the notes for your family. So we're going to have a couple of pages in here, a couple of pages in here, and that's it. All right, so it's just in between the three envelopes. We're going to put in two slimline signatures. Those are going to be done with the actual pages itself and some tea stain pages. So we'll have a look at that. And I'll show you then how I decorate those with one of the techniques one of the ladies asked me in the Facebook group. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So let me show you very quickly what I've done as far as the kits are concerned. And I might have to have an additional video on how I put together the page that I've left off here. Okay, so the bit that's going to go in the middle here. All right, so I'm going to just put these to the side quickly. And you can have a look. Now, guys, as always, this is what I'm doing. You're not obliged. Now, the first thing I did was I took my whole collection, most of it, excuse me, of cabinet cards, and I have put these together in a quick digital kit, and you'll find this all in my Etsy store. I've put all the backs to the envelopes here, so you can either put them together or you can back them with tea stain paper, as I will do, so that you've got notes to write on. Okay, so there's the one page, and I love the colors in here, and I love the backings as well. So we've got this sheet. I'm going to be quite quick. Beautiful colors here, beautiful images, and we will be using these in this project. All right, isn't that a stunning picture? Absolutely love that. And they had such elegance in those days, didn't they? All right, the last page here is a family record where you can register births, marriages and things, marriage certificates. So if you're wanting to add any records into your note, I've added this as well. So you can print this particular page off as many times as you want. All right, so that was just a little extra I added on here. So you're looking at quite a few pages, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages here. All right, so that's the first one, and I will be using that. So that's that. Then I have a huge collection of pages that I'm going to use for backings and things in this journal. This is great not only for this project, this is great for any project. Now, I have collected these myself over quite a long time from a lot of different places, based on I love two things, French and I wanted a lot of UK ones as well. So I've chosen these over a period of time, and I have 18 pages of these here. Now these ones are big and I've cut them off because I'm going to use them for backing. I've also put some smaller versions for you to work with as well. So beautiful colors here. Some of these go back to, there's that one. And I'm going to do this pretty quickly. And you can just have a look. All right. So lovely colors, all original vintage documents that I have. This is a French mini ledger page. I've got a blank one, and somewhere in here I've got one with writing on as well. So these are all the French ones, and another French ledger page that I have. So I've copied that off. Here are the smaller ones, which I've done blank and a bit of writing, French there. And I've made them smaller for you if you want to make little notes on. Then I have got some others that are local, and some of these are, this one's from 1873, 1898. I mean, they're old. Here again, 1893. Love the colour of this, one of my all-time faves. Pharmaceutical ones, beautiful, from Edinburgh, beautiful typeface, typography, that's the word. Love all of these. So I will be using all of these in, or quite a few of these, in many of my projects. Here's one of the pages from one of my other ledgers. This is an English one. I love the neatness of this writing and the blue, absolutely gorgeous. And some other little ones that you could use, you know, as ephemera or making notes or whatever. Okay, so that's 18 pages there. So we've got quite a selection already. Okay. Okay, and then lastly, I have made some collage pages, which are going to look really good in this project as well. So there's one of the collage pages that I made. These are all with my original documents and things as well. Okay, I've done them in colors. So I've added some bits of you know, some various bits of art stuff here and there. I like this one as well. So on here. All right. Okay, so right, so that's what I have got as far as these additional kits are concerned, and these are all along the lines of making that keepsake family tree type of thing. So I will have those in my Etsy if you are interested. Okay, so let's just have a look and see how far we are here. Hopefully I've got time to put in the little process video. If not, I will make an extra little video and you'll have to wait and see what it is on the next one. So I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Please look out for the next video on Tuesday so that you can do the actual process of the page. I'm sorry that I couldn't fit that in today, but it will be here for you. I think that's quite a lot for you to collect and digest until then. All right, so thank you everybody as always. Love you all, and I'm looking very forward to seeing you in the very next video. Bye bye now.